You're just going to begin with some slow, deep breaths. So feeling your feet connected to the earth, feeling your feet hip width apart, your knees hip width apart, feeling both sit bones on the chair, and then feeling your spine like a spring shoot that is rising upward toward this gentle falling rain if you're on Lopez, but if you're somewhere else, it might be rising toward blue sky, sunshine. And just imagine that you are like a spring shoot and you're going to take in breath, like you were taking in sunlight, like you were taking in rain, and that your breath is going to just nourish your whole body. And then just check in with your body. Oh, hi, good morning, body. How are you? Where are the places that want some movement? And your meditation doesn't have to be in the stillness. You're welcome to move your body around. And this isn't about any particular shape in your body. This is just about gathering more information to see what is happening in there this morning. What places really want your attention? What places really want some care and some ease this morning? And then just take a few long, slow breaths into your whole being. And take a moment to check in with your heart. How is your heart this morning, your emotional body? And if there's any stress, any anxiety or worry, let's just let it roll off. So it was like gentle spring rain and it's going to roll off your body and go back down into the ground. And each breath is going to clear any clouds out of the heart. So there's gentle blue sky in the heart. And then also taking a moment for the mental body, for the mind. And just bringing your mind into the present moment. And I'm just going to share a piece. This is by Jack Cornfield, who is an insight meditation teacher and a luminary writer of our time. So as you quiet your mind, just listen into some of this wisdom, where he says, this is the time for bodhisattvas. This is the time of mystery and uncertainty. Take a breath. The veils of separation are parting, and the reality of interconnection is apparent to everyone on earth. We have needed this pause, perhaps even needed our isolation to see how much we need one another. Now is the time to add our part. This is the test we have been waiting for. We know how to do this. Sit quietly and ask your heart, what is my best intention, my most noble aspiration for this difficult time? Your heart will answer. Let this vow become your North Star. Whenever you feel lost, remember, and it will remind you what matters. It is time to be the medicine, the uplifting music, the lamp in the darkness. Burst out with love. Be a carrier of hope. If there's a funeral, send them off with song. Trust your dignity and your goodness. Where others hoard, help. Where others deceive, stand up for truth. Where others are overwhelmed or uncaring, be kind and respectful. It's time to reimagine a new world, to envision sharing our common humanity, to vision how we can live in the deepest, most beautiful way possible. Coming through this difficulty, we intend and nurture what we can do. Dear Bodhisattva, the world awaits your compassionate heart. Let's join in this great task together. So you might just take one more moment to find what Jack Kornfield talked about as your best intention, your North Star. What is that thing that is so important to you that you want to cultivate in your practice, in your life? And then let's bring that in between the two hands and press them together in prayer over the heart. And then let's open as we always do with our sound of 3 ohms. So taking a deep breath in here. And letting your hands come down into your lap, and let's just start to move the head gently around. And welcome, it looks like Linda Hudson has joined us, and Stephanie. We gave you a big shout out, Stephanie, for your beautiful website and making it so easy for us all to be here on Zoom together. People were talking about the beautiful isometric work that you did with neck and head on Monday.
Yay! I actually forgot to sign on at your class time, so I'm glad to see everybody's faces and see that they've joined kind of seamlessly and that everybody seems to be on track. So
we're doing it.
Yeah. Tucson. What do you think? This might be a national occurrence.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I will let you guys to your practice, and I'll check in with all of you later.
Thank you.
Bye, Stephanie. Thanks for being such a rock star.
Sending you all lots of love.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
So just giving yourself a little roll around. If you haven't already started to roll around. And y'all are going to stay where you are. I'm just going to move my chair back so you can see me a little more clearly. Roll at everything. And then take the hands on top of the shoulders and just start to roll the shoulders around. Oh, stretching and moving them. You're welcome to move them in opposition. You're welcome to move them at the same time in any way that feels good to you. I like that one, June. It's getting the whole arm going. Feel free to take it around. And if you're sitting real close to your friend or your partner, be careful, be mindful of the space around. And let's get a big swim, swimming through our spring rains on Lopez here this morning. Backstroking through. And then bringing it on back and just moving the shoulders around. And then bringing the hands back into the lap. And from here, let's just slowly drop that right ear toward the right shoulder. And then inhale, come up and into center. Left ear toward the left shoulder. Nice to see you, Linda. Bring it on back up and into center. One more time, drop right ear toward the right shoulder. This time you might want to stretch out your left hand. That was the aforementioned, please silence your cell phone moment. And then slowly lower that hand down. Take the chin across the front of the chest. Left ear up toward the left shoulder. Stretch out that right hand. Roll the right wrist around. Big stretch all the way down through the arm. And then slowly lower the arm, take the head around in a big circle. Be gentle as you come toward the back of your head to lift up gently. Be easeful, be slow. Go ahead and roll the other way. And then any place that has any kinks or places that need a little more attention, feel free to just breathe into that. And then let's do a little bit of that isometric active resistance. So take your right hand to the side, the right side of your head, and then you're going to push your head into your hand gently. Push the head into the hand. Take one more easy breath. And then slowly release the hand. Other side. Pushing in, take your shoulder down and on your back. Push the head into the hand gently. And then slowly release. From here, both hands, take them back behind the back of your head and nestle your hands so that your head is like a ripe fruit and your hands are like a little basket. And then you might take your elbows wide and draw your shoulder blades down on your back. If that's difficult or painful for you, you can always keep the elbows in closer. And then push the back of your head into your hands so that you're lengthening the back of your neck. I should have mentioned that if you have any neck or shoulder issues, that you are extremely gentle or that you are not doing any forceful movement at all. Take one more slow breath. And then slowly release the hands, roll them down. We're going to do a little spine roll down here. So you're going to take your chin and roll it forward. You might bring your elbows to your thighs. Some of you might bring your hands toward the earth. Some of you might let your head hang. If you have issues with osteoporosis or osteopenia, you might want to keep your head slightly lifted so that you're not in your full extension. And I just come up to look at you, but you all are going to stay here in just a ragdoll seated. And then inhale and roll up, one vertebra at a time, slowly. Roll the shoulders back, fly the arms open, rise all the way up, and then lace the hands together and stretch them upward. From here, we're going to open side body. Begin to roll around, open the whole side body up. Take deep, slow breaths. Slowly opening, creating space. A lot of today's yoga routine is going to be geared around keeping your immune system healthy. So a lot of the things that we often do in our winter months, in our allergy time. So here we're opening up this lymphatic center here in the armpits, really letting it be wide so that this whole lymphatic center gets a lot of circulation. Come all the way back up and into center. Draw your shoulders down on your back. And then from here, you're going to slowly come over to the left. Option one is stay here. Option two, a little more supportive, is release the bottom hand to your chair. So you can hold onto your chair. Top arm comes overhead. And then we're going to bend the elbow, but bring the shoulder down alongside the body. Inhale, stretch the arm out. Exhale, bend the elbow. If you want to include the neck, look up towards sky. Exhale, look down toward the floor. Inhale, bring it in, look up. Exhale, stretch it out, look down. One more time. Inhale, stretch out. And exhale, look down. Come back into center, bring that arm all the way up, maybe both arms rise. And then exhale with a big open mouth on a ha. And just shake out the arms, shake it all out. I'm going to put my hair back so that it doesn't interfere your ability to see here what's happening. So take just a moment in between sides. And second round, we're going to inhale, bring both arms up, lace the hands together, flip the palms upward towards sky, and then exhale. Option one is here, a little easier option, more supportive options. Lower your bottom hand to your chair, holding onto the chair leg or the chair seat, top arm comes over the ear. And then we're going to begin bending. So that elbow comes down, and then you can look down toward the earth. Inhale and look up under your armpit. So it's a different pattern than the first side. Exhale, look down. Inhale, stretch up. One more time. Exhale, look down. And inhale, stretch up. And then look straight ahead, stay here. And inhale, rise up, both arms rise. Exhale through a big open mouth on a ha. Shake it out one more time. We're going to do a little eagle arm. So we're going to do lymphatic drainage. So hopefully you can see me. But you're going to take your thumbs and put your thumbs into your inner armpits. If this is painful or not appropriate for you, you can just put hands on your shoulder pads, right? So a little lymphatic drainage, we're going to continue that by slowly rolling around. So your thumbs are massaging your lymph node in your armpits before we get to our eagle, which gives it a big squeeze. And go ahead and roll the other way. And then slowly release and stretch the arms all the way out. Get this big wingspan. I like to call this eagle wingspan. You want to think about drawing your shoulders down and on your back. Turn your ribs on so that your abdominal muscles are strong. Feel that big open extension. Wiggle your fingers. Let the crown of your head float upward towards the sky. And then you're going to imagine yourself soaring like a bald eagle here from the islands, but then bend elbows into traditional half eagle pose. We're going to take that left elbow on top of the right. If that's not possible for you, hands come together or elbows come together, whatever you can do. And then we're going to inhale and lift the elbows up. And then exhale and lower the elbows down. Get that little squeeze in your armpits. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Give yourself a hug. So you might not be getting all the hugs that you're normally used to getting. So I like to do a little longer self-hug here. And you can just imagine that all the people you want to hug. This won't last forever. Soon we'll be back and we'll be able to hug each other one more time. So big squeeze. All our friends, all our family members who are so tiny on our screens right now. Just getting a big hug. And then go ahead and lean forward gently so you feel the space in between your shoulder blades open up, and you might want to rock a little side to side here as you let the shoulder blades widen. Big sweet hug. Come on back into center. Like you're going to take off your sweatshirt, bring your elbows up, bring the arms all the way up, exhale through the mouth on a ha. Roll it out one more time. I can't tell you how many yoga students I have had who have said, Nikyta, please do a whole head, neck, and shoulders thing because I'm looking at my screen like a turtle all day. So do something for my head, neck, and shoulders. So we're going to do eagle one more time. Spread out your arms like you had like you're screwdrivering your arms, like they're coming right onto your back. And then draw your ribs in so you feel yourself integrated but stretching out, lengthening out. Bend elbows, and this time the right elbow's coming on top of the left, or the elbows come to meet, your choice. And then from here, we're going to inhale and rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, lower down. Twice more. Inhale, lift up, eagle. You're rising with the beautiful winds. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. And as you exhale down this time, give yourself a hug, your second favorite side. You're walking your fingers towards your shoulder blades. Big hug. Maybe sending this big hug energy to all the people who might need a big hug. A lot of people are home by themselves or, experiencing some challenges in the world. So we'll just send this big hug out to any and all of those people who might need some love out in the world. And then slowly leaning forward and giving yourself maybe a little rock, feeling that space between your shoulder blades and your back stretch out. And then come on back into center like you're gonna take off your sweatshirt, elbows rise, arms open. Exhale through the mouth on a ha. And roll shoulders one more time. I'm gonna move my computer down so you can see my feet. You can stay where you are here.
I can't get the camera quite right.
Even gonna take off my shoes. There we go. Almost see my feet. Let's try it a little more. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna be moving the feet around a little bit. So we're just beginning to prance a little bit. Lifting one heel, dropping the other down. So you're just pumping out the ankles here. I love that Susan's got a fast prance going on. That's beautiful. You can also do this standing if you're sick of sitting, and we'll get standing in just a moment. And then see about taking that left ankle around and rolling your right wrist as we often do. I'm going to see, you all keep doing this, and we'll switch sides. I'm going to see if I back up my computer, you might also get my head. Let's see. All right. Almost. So close. Thank you for working with my technical challenges here. Aha! We got the whole thing. So now we're doing right ankle and left wrist. And then get everything rolling. So we're going ankles, knees, wrists, maybe even elbows. Getting it all moving, go the other way. And then come on back into center. We're gonna take the feet wider. And I know that Kay has a yoga block, so Kay, if you wanna put your yoga block in the middle of your chair legs, you can do that. Friends, you do not need a yoga block here, so as I promised, I'm gonna teach it without having to rely on props because not all of you may have them. But you're just putting your knees as wide as possible for you. For some of you, it might be here. Some of you might be here, right? Some of you might have the hip mobility to be able to open the hips wide. And you're gonna put your hands on top of your thighs, and we're gonna drop that left shoulder toward the middle, what I call the middle of your mat. There's no mat there, but the middle of your chair. And you're gonna look over your right shoulder. So you're getting a little twist and a little drop of the shoulder. And then go ahead and switch sides and go the other way, dropping your right shoulder toward, again, that center midline. And you're looking over your left shoulder. Come on back into center. And then we'll exhale, right shoulder twisting. Inhale up, exhale, left shoulder. Inhale. Last time, come on back to one side. And if you want more opening for your hip, you're using this hand to push the knee and the hip open, if that is appropriate for your knees and hips. If you have knee or hip issues, please don't push or force the knees or hips to open. Come on back into center, last side. Opening up, dropping down any amount, giving a push, twisting the head back behind you. Come all the way back up and into center. From here, we're going to move into our warrior. So you might stay here for warrior 2. You might bring one foot forward for even more ease for hips. So that's option 1. Option 2 is here. Option 3, you might drop that right knee, your left knee down toward the mat. There's no mat, sorry. There's your teaching of the mat. And option 4 is the palm of the foot comes flat on the floor and you're seated right on your chair. We're gonna open up toward me, so open up toward your computer screen. Big eagle wingspan, one more time. So opening up, we're gonna be eagle warriors. So Garunda is the eagle image. He has the head of an eagle and body of a warrior. He's a messenger. So maybe there's a message you want to receive. We're going to see about opening and finding your eagle. Again, if that's too complicated, you can keep your arms outstretched or hands on the hips. Opening up in your eagle warrior. Take one more slow breath. And then release the arms, open them all the way out. This is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Shoulders down on the back. Back arm is lifted. There you go, Susan. And then exhale, lower the hands down. We're going to gently take that knee all the way around. Bring yourself back into seated. Knees wide. And then second side, option 1 is you bring that front leg straight ahead. Option 2, that leg stays where it was. Option 3, that right knee comes down. And option 4, the palm of the foot is opened out. This is Warrior 2, so your hips and your shoulders are facing me, or facing your computer screen, right? So even if your knee is dropped down, you're still opening out here. Both arms open out wide. Find your Virabhadrasana 2, palms come down, shoulder blades down. George, don't let that back arm lag. Keep that back arm lifted up if your shoulders will allow it. And Jim, see if your shoulders can roll down on your back, my friend. Sit right up over yourself, shoulders right over your hips. There you go. So you're not leaning forward toward Virginia. Nice. Elbows are going to bend. And one more time, Eagle Warrior. Maybe you're combining those eagle arms. If that feels too complicated, you can always leave your arms out, your choice. Okay. One more full long breath, Eagle Warrior, Garudasana. One more full breath. And then inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, lower the hands down, bring that back knee in. Bring both legs all the way in. Give yourself a little roll around one more time. Now I got the message that it said my connection was unstable, so I just want to apologize if there were any freezes or glitches and warn you in advance that might be coming. We'll see. Go ahead and come on back into center. This time bring your knees very close toward each other. If that doesn't feel appropriate to bring these right toward each other, leave them open hip width apart, your choice. And we're going to take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and give yourself a twist. So you're twisting back, looking at the wall behind you or the room behind you or whatever is behind you. One more full breath. And then go ahead and twist the other way. Untwist, go the other direction. And then slowly come on back into center, slow breath. We're going to see about having the full eagle seated. So this one is for we've been working with these in your groins to get these lymphatic centers that are in your inner groins in addition to here and the neck. So we're targeting these centers to really keep your immune system healthy. But there's a lot of hip challenges that might interfere with being able to do full eagle. So some options look like, first is just crossing ankles. Second, and your knees are trying to come really close together. Second is you're crossing one knee over the other. And third option is seeing if you can really stack one knee on top of the other and get a really big squeeze, as if you're really squeezing your inner groins together. Again, if you have hip, knee, or thigh challenges in any way, or low back challenges, you might want to have the lower option. And you're squeezing your inner thighs together as opposed to letting them fall open. Think about squeezing them together. And we'll do what's called the full seated eagle pose. So here we go. So option 1 or option 2. So your left knee is on top, so your right elbow is going to cross on top. And we'll do our full seated eagle pose. And you're here, and then drop the elbows down. And some of you might even want to lean forward and get this little squeeze and stretch your low back. Garudasana, eagle pose. So don't have your top hand on top of your head. So pushing that top hand away from your head. There you go, Jim and Virginia. One more full breath. Inhale, come on up. And now you're going to liberate your wingspan, unfold it like a big eagle, unfold your head. And we're just going to fly with the breath. So you're going to inhale, fly up. Exhale, fly down. Twice more. Inhale, big breath. Open up the lungs. We're helping build our respiratory capacity. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, graceful wings rising. And exhale all the way down. Okay, second side, last side for our eagle pose. Again, drawing knees very close together. We had our left leg on top last time, so now our right foot comes on top of right knee. So option 1, ankles are crossed, knees are squeezing together. Option 2, stacking on top. Option 3, tucking in it as deeply as possible. Open out your big eagle wingspan. Draw your shoulders down on your back so your shoulders are relaxed, but you're still stretching out. Bend elbows, and then crossing that left elbow on top of the right. There we go. Now you might stay there. Some of you might lean forward, Garudasana. So now your top hand is not holding on to your head. Your top hand is pressing away from you. So your head could be revealed, your eagle head. There you go, Jim and Virginia. Yeah, you guys got it. Pressing your hands away from your head. Take one more slow breath. There you go, Jim. Nice. And then inhale, rise up, liberate the arms, stretch them out, undo the legs, exhale down. Now you can keep the knees open. Some of you who don't have knee or hip challenges, you might let your knees fall open and the bottoms of your feet come together. That's an option. Or just having the feet open wide and the knees come open. And we're just going to fly with the breath a little bit here. So inhale as you open up the arms. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, fly open. Exhale. Last time, big full breath. Inhale as you open. And exhale. Okay, go ahead and release the feet. We're going to come to standing. So let's see how we might have to shift our computers around, if at all. I'm going to shift mine around. You don't have to do yours if you don't want to. So we're going to come to standing, and we're going to stand back behind our chair. It's a whole new world, being able to like look at your screen and get your screen looking at you. So this is a great opportunity to be really nimble and able to adapt, right? So here we are standing behind our chair. I'm going to move my chair to the side so you can see my feet. Imagine my chair was right here, okay? You're holding onto your chair, and let's do what we often do and lift and lower the heels. So you're inhale, rising up, and exhale, lowering down. 2 or 3 more times. Inhale up, exhale. Last time, inhale. And then let's see about finding the balance. So stepping the feet together if that's comfortable for you, feeling those inner thighs drawing in. One hand or both hands are going to rise up as your heels rise. So lift your heels, or both hands can rise, and you find your balance and your breath. So heels are lifted, so you're standing on your tiptoes. Feel free to hold onto your chair if you need it. And then one hand or both hands come all the way down. Second side, so imagine my imaginary chair is here, and then I'm going to lift up that other arm if you only did one arm at a time. If you did both arms, lift both arms, and then lift the heels, rise up. So this is upward rising mountain. So you're standing like a mountain in balance. Take one more full breath. And then exhale, lower down. So again, your chair stays here for your balance, but mine's off to the side. So we're going to do a little dance for Shiva. So Shiva is the archetypal image of the destroyer, but he's also extremely playful. And the idea is that he dances through the chaos of life. So I thought that was an appropriate image for this time in our lives where we are dancing through the chaos, hopefully with some joy. Well, let me just show you what this dance is going to look like. So it's a little bit of a balancing pose. So one knee is either lifted or opened out to the side. Now you can keep your foot on the floor here, or you can lift your foot up any amount. And then the opposite hand is going to open itself up. So it's opposite hand to opposite foot. So some of you are standing here. Some of you are going to have your hand on your chair right in front of you, or one hand on your chair and one hand opening up. Nice. And then we're going to exhale and lower everything down and try the second side. Knee opens out to the side. Other hand opens up. And you might lift it up. And then lower down, maybe both hands to your chair. We're going to see about making this into a movement. So we're inhaling, Shiva's dancing up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, other leg lift. Exhale down. And then it's just a little dance. So if you're doing the low dance, it's here, and both hands are coming down. And then you're just weight shifting, right? If you're doing the higher dance, you're lifting up, and that knee's lifting up, and then you come down. And then other leg lifts up, and come down. So one more time, you're just dancing through the chaos of life. Finding your balance, even this new balance, even in the challenge of it all. One more full breath, dancing Shiva. And then come on back into center. Nice. I'm going to bring my chair back. You all just stay right where you are. And we'll move into some of our sun salutations. Make sure you have room back behind you for your downward facing dog pose. And I haven't gotten to see anybody's dogs yet in the video, but when I was practicing on Tuesday night with one of my students, boy, we had a fun whole dog extravaganza. Cats at home. So in honor of all of our dog friends, let's inhale and bring the hands up overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands to your chair. We're going to inhale, lean back with the chest, open the throat, open the heart. And then exhale, walk your back. Find your long, lower-facing dog pose. Stretch back here. You stay here. I'm just coming to look at you. So you're bending forward any amount. So Virginia, if you're confused here, it looks like this. Take one more slow breath.
Roll back.
And then inhale, slowly walk yourself all the way back up to your chair again. Bring hands to prayer. We're going to fly open, lift up. And then exhale, find your North Star. Find your intention. So that intention we set at the beginning of your practice, right? What it is that's keeping you focused during this time. Let's do one more sun salute, see if we can bring out some sun this morning. Inhale, fly the arms open. Maybe turn your gaze upward. Exhale. Come on back. You can always bend your knees if you'd like. Head is relaxed. You stay here. I'm just coming to look at you. Roll your shoulders out away from your ears. Take some long, slow, sweet breaths. Stay here, one more slow breath. And then go ahead and walk yourself all the way back up and in towards your chair. All the way back up. Lift the arms. And then exhale, hands back down to the chair. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and come back to seated. Coming all back in. Let's see how much I can get here.
There's Linda. I see you, Linda.
We're so glad you made it, Linda. Okay, I think you can see everything from there. So let's open up the chest a little more. So you're going to bring your hands to, I'm going to turn. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see me a little better. So you're here, and when we begin lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, you're going to look straight ahead. And then exhale, lower down. Do that again. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Now you know what's coming, my friends. You slide your hands off your chair and rise up into your bridge pose. Look up towards sky. Exhale, come on down. We're gonna do 3 in honor of Jackie. Jackie loves 3. Shoulders back, lift hips, rise up, find your reverse tabletop. Exhale, come on down. 3rd, final time, reverse tabletop. Shoulders back, lift it up. 1 more time. Nice work. And then exhale, lower down. I'm gonna come to the side. I'm gonna come back to the center. And in honor of Kay and George, who are infinitely entertained by our startled starfish, let's open out the itching. I must be freezing. Oh, hi, I'm back. Hi, everybody. I always know that I'm glitching when everybody stares at their screen and looks at me like open out your arms, and you open out one leg or both legs, and then make your sound. Give yourself a little roll around. So Virginia, if you're unfamiliar with our startled starfish pose, this one comes from Lopez Island. And our image is that you were a sea star and you were on a rock, and then somebody flipped over the rock, and there you were, and you were like, oh gosh, oh my gosh. And we got it in the sounds just to be silly.
That's a starfish pose.
So let's do last time. Open out arms, one leg or both legs, or and now the last thing we're going to do is really continue to work on our core. So strength.
We have to be a little quieter here since we're outside.
Oh, that's okay. And you don't even have to yell. So you're going to strengthen in through here, and you're going to lean back gently until you can feel your transverse abdominis turn on. We're going to open out the hands and imagine you have a birthday present for Kay. And then you're going to inhale, you're going to give it forward. Here you go, Kay. But wait, I have more for you, so I'm going to lean back. Oh, no, here's another present for you, Kay. It's your birthday. They're all virtual. They're all calorie-free presents. Exhale, get on back. One more time, give Kay a present. And then this last time, we're going to lean back, but lean back enough that you can sing. And on the count of 3, we're going to sing happy birthday to Kay, whose birthday is tomorrow. 1, 2, 3.
The new song?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kay. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, we're in love. May happiness be near throughout the coming year, and all the best to you. Best to you. Smiling every day, and let your troubles fade away. May they never, ever, ever be blue. So happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So with that kind of song and joy in your heart, go ahead and find your Shavasana. You can sit back, or you can, some of you like to lay down. I just want to keep that joy in your heart. I'm going to come closer to the screen so that you can hear and see me a little better. You stay where you are. And from here, finding your seated Tadasana again, maybe sitting in the middle of your chair, shoulders rolling down away from the ears, crown of your head lifting. And then just see if you can let all that joyousness, the song, the playfulness, the silliness, the stretch, the opening, let all that just infuse all your cells with that, those beautiful neurochemicals of happiness, some dopamine, some serotonin, letting all that just flood your system. Also very immune boosting joy and happiness and laughter. And celebrating each other in community, celebrating Kay, but celebrating all of us, that we are all born and we are all still here together. So just let your body soften into that knowledge that you are part of a much bigger community. And that even though you might be at home or distant, that we are interconnected. Then we're going to do a slow relaxation, guided relaxation from our head to our toes. But I'd like for you also to imagine that as you relax each part of your body, that you're also sending healing energy, sending immune boosting energy to all the cells of your body. So we're just sending them the signal, we are relaxed and grateful for you. Thank you. So starting with the crown of your head, letting the crown of your head soften and relax. Feeling that softness traveling down your head and your forehead, releasing all the muscles of the face. Letting the eyes be soft in the head. Letting the tongue and the throat, the jaw be soft. Letting your neck and your throat relax all the way down into your shoulders. Shoulders relaxing all the way down into your arms. And your wrists and your hands. Feeling healing and relaxation as it travels down into your chest. We want to send huge waves of love and gratitude and health into your lungs. Feeling each breath as a celebration of health and life. Deep inhale. Deep, slow exhale. Relaxing the front, side, and back of your rib cage. Sending love and sweetness into your heart. Health into your heart, pumping health all the way through your bloodstream, your circulatory system. Feeling that relaxation travel down your torso, down into all your abdominal organs, internal organs, gratitude, health, ease. Feeling gratitude traveling down through your back, each vertebra of your spine, all the way down. Feel that relaxation and ease travel into your hips and your belly, into your low back and your tailbone. Huge waves of relaxation and health. Traveling down your legs, down into your thighs and your knees, your calves and ankles. Feeling your feet grounded on the earth, relaxed and full of health and ease. And then feeling your entire body soft and relaxed. We're just going to move into the silence here for a minute or two, just letting yourself savor this deep relaxation and ease. And just enjoying each breath. And one more slow, deep breath here. And then I welcome you to stay in Shavasana. And since I have been teaching many students of many different ages, I've been using a little song that's very catchy and will hopefully get right into your mind and stay in there and play on repeat. And it's really helpful just to playfully sing and remind ourselves. And it's also a great one to share with families and kids and grandkids and great-grandkids and everybody. So as you're here in your deep relaxation, you just might let this little mantra, this little song, come into your body and your heart. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I can tell every little cell in my body is happy and well. I can tell every little cell in my body is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I can tell every little cell in my body is happy and well. I can tell every little cell in my body is happy and well.
Thank you.
So you might just let that go on repeat in your mind here, just that little song, little mantra. If you were reclining, you might roll over to one side and bring yourself up to seated. You might let your hands come back in prayer over your heart and just send that signal. Every cell in your body is happy. Every cell in your body is well. My friends, I wish you and your families and loved ones deep health and wellness and happiness. And I thank you so much for practicing with me and each other this morning. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikyta.
Thank you so much for being here. I am going to stop the recording